So what happens to you at 18 or 19 after this? How does it change your relationship with the camera?
So at that point, I was really making films. So I was at film school. So my main camera was like the video camera and not the still camera. I went to film school, and then I came to the US, still like in film school. I went to Nashville to study film. So that was 2011. And then in Nashville, I picked up a still camera because I took headshots of my girlfriend, and her agent was good friends with the photographer, who was like, "Oh man, you need to like do more of this. You got it. You're good at this." So I went to this guy's studio, but he wasn't shooting in there. He was painting. He was just painting the studio, and he was like, "Here's a brush, just paint." And so I helped him paint for a day, and after the day, he was like, "Here's the key to the studio. You can use it whenever you want." So that's sort of like when I started. Michael Gomez. He's the guy that put the paintbrush in my hand. And what he said was like, you gotta serve people sometimes in your career. And I guess his point was that by being willing to help him paint, he was willing to share the studio with me. And he had a tremendous impact. When I got my first assignment, funnily enough, my first assignment for a magazine was shooting Taylor Swift. It was for a German magazine. I think it was like 2015, I think, when it was. I was living in New York, and Taylor Swift was like huge in the US, but sort of coming up in Europe. So I hired an assistant in Nashville, and I fly over. I get to Nashville airport, and the assistant's there, but Michael Gomez is there also. And so I was like, "What are you doing here, man?" He's like, "I'm not gonna let you f this up, so I'm gonna make sure you nail it." So he was like basically backup all day for me. Just, in case you need anything, I'm right out here the door, outside the door, whatever you need.
Were you nervous?
Yeah, I was nervous a little bit.
You were?
I'm always nervous for every shoot.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I made peace with it. I'm fine with it. I'm nervous.
You feel like it's healthy?
Yeah, it's not like a crippling anxiety or anything like that. It's sort of like
rising to the occasion.
Exactly.
And not underestimating the opportunity.
Yeah, every time. Even if somebody gives me an iPhone, like, "Hey, take a picture of this group," I'm like, "Oh." But then as soon as I look to the viewfinder,
what I do? I take a picture of myself. And
that's the way to do it. There you go, see it. Yeah. No, it's just a thing, but when I look to the viewfinder, like, it's gone, the anxiety. Then it gets replaced with a joy every time. I still love photography every day. Every day I get to do it.
I mean, that's a pretty selfless thing for him to do, to show up there just to assist and just make sure that you were okay.
Exactly, yeah. I don't even know how he found out about it. It's just like, well, no, I know this, the assistant, it was like a seed in Nashville. Everybody kind of knew each other and helped each other out. But I will never forget, it was like unheard of. Nobody else that I work with would do that, And I will, if I had like mentors who were like big photographers, and Michael Gomez is like a great Nashville photographer. He does good stuff, but he's in no way like one of the world's leading photographers. But still, like, working with him was so much more instructive than anything else. Because the higher you go, the more ego you meet, and you kind of see like, I don't know if I want to be like that. I don't know if I feel like that's a good person, or if I want to conduct my business in that way. And Michael, just like his human side, I think, was very important to me at that age, to like learn from him that way.
Yeah, and maybe the lesson is you can be both, right? You can be really good at your craft and also care about people.
Exactly.
You don't have to compromise.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Maybe that's what he stands for.
I think so.
As an example.
I think so. Yeah. And I try to kind of be the same way. Be helpful to young photographers. Be open, answer questions. Come on set. I try to just continue the message that he instilled.